Well, as we were talking, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp. You got to look at some of the other big contracts. Christian Kirk. I mean, there's some other guys out there that have gotten paid. Both Browns. They wanted to go to other teams. Traded, money, situation. You got Hollywood Brown. You got A.J. Brown. The one thing I'm thinking about when I think about these moves, money, trades, whatever happened, Deebo Samuel wanting to go somewhere else, not happy. 49ers said, yeah, right, you're with us. I looked at the Mike Vrabel video, and I don't know if you've seen that, Sam. But when I thought about this topic of Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, receiver value to a team, and how much a player means to not just a team, a coach, and organization. If you look at the video of the draft room, when Mike Vrabel hears the news of A.J. Brown, we're going to have to trade him. And he's a part of it anyway. But it's still one of those things, even though you're a part of it, the conversation has to be had. The agent's reaching out. You're calling other teams to see who can get the deal done. I don't know if Mike Vrabel was just like, I can't believe we really did that. Or if I wish we could have got more. Or I don't know. Or I didn't like the deal. Whatever it was, Mike Vrabel wasn't happy. And I preface it this way. If you pay A.J. Brown what he wants, you have to sacrifice somewhere else. When you look at a team where Derrick Henry is the focal point, you don't really feel like as a GM, as a brand builder, that A.J. Brown is worth the money that he wants. Vice versa, the Minnesota Vikings, they are a run-first team that we know. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what tomorrow's offense is going to look like. We don't know what Kevin O'Connell is going to do, and that's why I go there. If Kevin O'Connell is going to give you Rams type of production and Rams type of passing, the name that's going to leave is Dalvin Cook. Because now even though he's dynamic, you can't afford to pay a guy you're not giving the ball to 30 to 35 times a game. It just doesn't work that way. You can have Alexander Mattison get it 15 to 20 times. You can have another draft pick. And we know they've gotten guys. You can go out and get a veteran presence. When you look at what the Cardinals did with their running backs and going to get some veterans just to be back there, because it's going to be Kyler Murray's run around throw show and RPO. So when you think about that, if it's Dalvin Cook or Justin Jefferson, I got to go with Justin Jefferson in this offensive system. So my answer to that question is, if I pay, would I want to pay Justin Jefferson? Yes. Would I want to let him walk? No. How much would I pay him? Well, Cooper Kupp is going to get right around $25 million a year, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I got a chance to hear Herm Edwards speak today, and we chatted a little bit after as well. And I love his Denzel Washington came out in hit when he brought up brand and how important it is. And he's like, the NFL is a brand that no matter what you do, you can do this, you can do that, like Pepsi, like Coke. I guarantee that this is the product you're going to get. That's what you're getting with Justin Jefferson. I can guarantee the product that you're going to get with Justin Jefferson. I don't know what you're going to get with Dalvin Cook in this offense, because it's not volume. It's not, let's get this guy lathered up and then keep giving the ball. Now, yes, if he's hot, you give the hot hand the ball, but they're going to start off throwing the ball. This is going to be the Kirk Cousins show. This is going to be the Justin Jefferson show. That's what this offense is going to be about. I think. We don't know. Again, this is just speculation. So my answer is, you have to give Justin Jefferson at least 26, 27. Now, Cooper Kupp's deal might have been a little team friendly. If you look at the years, the amount of money, what he probably could have gotten guaranteed, for a longer amount. Cooper Kupp said, he's like, look, I'm not trying to tear the team down. I don't want to, make this an awkward situation. Kind of like TJ Watt walking into the Steelers deal without his agent, saying, man, yep, I'll take that deal. Let's go. I'm ready to play football. His agent wasn't happy because he's like, dude, I could have got you more. I don't need more. I'm good with that. It's guaranteed. Let's go play football. And I think, and I hope that's where Justin Jefferson is going to be, and the kind of guy he's going to be, where whatever they offer him, if it's 20 plus million, he's like, I'm in. I want to be a part of this, because 100 million, 75 million guarantee, that's still a lot of money. You could really hurt an organization by trying to get the best and the most out of it, which I think Aaron Rodgers, 350 million, whatever it just was. I don't think that was a good deal. I don't know if it was 350. It was a lot though, but I don't know if that's a great deal at his age, but that's just me. I don't know. What do you think, Sam?
I would be surprised personally if there's anything team friendly about this Jefferson deal. I just think that he is a market setting talent. Let me read off some of these current contracts. Top annual value in the league right now is Tyreek Hill, $30 million per year. Devontae Adams, 28. DeAndre Hopkins, 27.2. Cooper Kupp 26.1. And then you've got A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown is the key here, Ron, because he is the only one of those 5 who is signing that deal at under age 25. The others signed it at 28, 29. Those were third contracts.
True.
A.J. Brown is signing his contract at about the age that Justin Jefferson will be. Justin Jefferson turns 23 next week. Next year, when he might be lobbying for this contract, he'll be about 24 years old. So A.J. Brown gets $25 million per year. Now let's look at A.J. Brown's stats. A.J. Brown gets 1,000 yards his first year, 1,000 yards his second year, 869 yards last year. Those are good stats, and he's a good player, but he's had injuries, hasn't quite unlocked, what I think his potential is. And that's a run-first team in Tennessee, too. Justin Jefferson's first 2 years, 1,400 yards, 1,600 yards. He's much more productive than A.J. Brown. He's much healthier than A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown signed $25 million a year. Justin Jefferson is going to, I think, pass Tyreek Hill's number, which is $30 million. I think Jefferson sets the market. That's my take on it. If he has another year, even close to what he's had the previous 2.
And I can see that. I just hope is the word I'm going to go with. I hope. And I'm going to not only hope, I'm going to be around Justin Jefferson for the next 2 years. So I'm going to actually throw that bug into his ear during training camp, maybe like when I'm talking to him, like, yo, young fella, you're worth 30 for sure. I give you 30. I give you 32 a year. But is that going to get you an offensive tackle when you need one? Or is that going to get you that offensive guard that you really need? Or that center that might help you? Or that other receiver when Adam Thielen retires maybe in 2 years? There's a lot to that. When you take that amount of money, when you look at Devontae Adams, why he left, there was no money left because of Aaron Rodgers. And so that's kind of the key to this. Like, you have to be, and we don't know what the salary cap is going to look like. Like, we can only speculate with these new TV contracts and what the owners might come up with. But that's the thing. That's the key to this thing is, can he sit back and say 32 or 28? Now, $4 million is a lot. 27, $5 million is a lot. But is it really worth not ever getting back to a playoff game or Super Bowl? And that's an answer only a player can honestly answer to himself. Some players literally don't care. They're like, man, I'm worried about my family. I need my $120 million. Hey, if I don't make the playoffs, I'll make the playoffs. I'm getting paid. And some guys are competitors. We're like, look, like Cooper Kupp, look, I want to run it back. Aaron Donald's coming back. Like, I want to be able to get pieces to this puzzle so we can go back and we can win another Super Bowl. That's why Aaron Donald's coming back. Now, coming back for a lot of freaking money. I love what Herm Edwards said today to me. He was like, man, I was born 30 years too soon. I'm like, I'm with you. Like, I feel that. Like, this is a time right now where it's like, man, like, and just the knowledge you get from social media, the things these players can do, the nutrition that's like at their fingertips. We used to have to hire somebody to do this for you. Now, boom, there's websites that tell you what to eat, the macros, the micros, and all this stuff. There's Built Bar. Built Bar wasn't a thing I could just find on the internet and get one. But hey, that's today. It's not tomorrow. It's not next year. We'll find out Justin Jefferson next year